Alrighty, well, my last internet bill on this little thingy, $141. I thought I ripped it up higher the month before with 171. I thought, I'll go easier this month. 141. So anyway, long story short, I have a very big sneaking suspicion that that thing there is blowing a lot of data doing updates. Honestly, it was probably a lot of me watching videos, but then I know this thing is doing updates because Malwarebytes, which is the anti-malware software I use, says it does updates when I signed up for it. And I wouldn't be surprised if Windows being Windows, that it does its own updates. It's funny, you know, remember you used to buy Windows once upon a time and that was it. And you'd be lucky if you could download a patch, but then would you ever even need that patch? Would you get that deep into using it? Same with these updates. You get all these Windows updates. Do you notice a freaking difference after it's dragged out all this data and pissed around, and then you go to shut down, you got to wait for 8 minutes as it says 17% done doing the updates, and you're like, this is just great, I've already waited 3 minutes and 17% is as good as we got. And then do you even notice the difference at the end of it? Probably not. But anyway, I suspect this little sod is, I know this sod's doing updates because it actually says it's doing it when you go to shut down. That it's installing updates, and then when you reboot it up again, it then needs to piss around a bit more with its updates before it'll boot quickly. And I also noticed that sometimes when I go to the power button, not the actual physical button, but the one in the start menu, it has shut down, and I think it's restart or sleep or restart or hibernate, or there's 3 different things. That suddenly changes to about 5 different things, one of which is update and shut down at times. So I just usually go shut down, but it's obviously inevitably been updating itself anyway if it says please wait while we finish installing updates as you're trying to shut it down and trying to get to work in time, and the bastard's taken 8 minutes to do all this crap. So I've decided to stop using it with the contract paid, well, that I'm paying for Wi-Fi, and I only use it on free Wi-Fi now. As a result, the way I've got YouTube sort of set up, and those of you who have a Twitter account will know this, trust me, there are people finding me through Twitter, but if you didn't already know me on YouTube, I don't really do any tweets other than the ones that come straight through as I put a video live. And some of you will know about those. Yeah, when I do it through the laptop, of course, it tweets out to any Twitter followers that I've put a new video live. It does not do that with a tablet. So I'm trying to only put videos live while I'm on Wi-Fi, free Wi-Fi, which is not all the time. And often when I am, I'm too busy watching other videos, downloading Spanish lessons or something else. With a lot of these videos, because they're sort of often a week and now it's dragging out to 2 weeks behind, I've got to rewatch these things that I've uploaded from a whole mashup of smaller videos over maybe 5 days, maybe 2 days, who knows, to work out what's actually in it and what I should title the video. Yeah, I often just couldn't be stuffed to do that, but honestly, there is about 5 my off-grid lives still to come. I've also found that I usually leave earlier than I need to, about half an hour early, to get to work, in case of any car crashes cordoned off by the cops slowing down the roads, or roadworks, which has been a bit of a feature at night. They've been doing night roadworks for another on-ramp or some bloody thing. And it's more than just that. It's about 3 sections of roadworks I hit in one night, the other night. And as a result, yeah, you can never be 100% sure when you're going to get to work. So I always leave half an hour early. And then I've got to sit around the corner from work. Because if I do drive straight in, there'll be no car parks because I've got to wait for the day shift guys to go. And then there's some car parks about maybe 20 minutes, definitely 15 minutes before I'm supposed to be signed in at work. And lo and behold, there is a particular business right literally around the corner from work that manages to have free Wi-Fi for its customers. And I park right up against the back side of that building and don't flog the guts out of it, but I do just do a little bit of free Wi-Fi on, either the tablet or the laptop. I usually just watch a few short videos there for about 20 minutes or whatever, and then, yeah. So anyways, I have been learning Spanish, only really in earnest for a couple of days. I've got about another 2 more weeks to learn it. Some of you may find out the story behind that. And there's probably likely a whole bunch of yous that won't for quite a long time. There's only about 1 or 2 people that know the story right now, but rather soon there'll be a bunch more yous that'll know, but the whole lot of yous won't know for a long time. But I'll just put it this way, I've got to learn Spanish, full stop. So, yeah, some of you may know a little bit of French. It's a ridiculously small amount, and to be quite honest, I've forgotten most of it. What I did know was only what I called survivalist French, which was just enough to keep yourself alive in a French-speaking city/country. It was a very minimalistic amount of French. And sometimes it comes back to me, other times it's just not there. And I have times where, I don't know, it just seems to come back really well, the French, and other times, like most times, where I just forgotten it all. Not completely, but close to completely forgotten it. Anyways, I will say one thing. Spanish has got to be 5 times as easy to learn than French. I was learning French just because I assumed that would be a good language to have, because it is widely spoken around the world, particularly in Western Africa. A lot of you probably don't even know that, because there's so many old French colonies there that a lot of Western Africa speaks French as well as their local language, so it's a good one to have. Anyways, long and short of it all is I'm now learning Spanish at a hell of a rate, and I'm picking it up shockingly better than I expected. Yo cuadro la tête es grande. That might be something to do with it all. Yeah. Anyway, people, I think that's pretty much rounded up what I had to say. So, buenas noches, hasta luego, and see you later.